once you have all your list typed in there, go ahead and click that your list is complete, and it'll take you to the next page. Here's step 3 of 4. You can select a pharmacy. If you like a pharmacy in your area, then you can pick that, so it calculates and makes sure that that pharmacy is on the list that it recommends. So for example, here in our area we've got 50 Plus Pharmacy right down the street, Independence Regional Health Center, Watt Drugs, and if you notice right here, this is all within 1 mile of our location right here. So you can select, if you go a little bit further out, maybe your pharmacy isn't that close to you. We'll change it to 8 miles, and you'll notice that, we found 57 now that are available. So you can scroll down, and we've got a much bigger list, so you can scroll through and you can pick whatever you want. Just click add pharmacy if that's the one that's closest to your house. Then you can click over here on the right hand side, continue to plan results once you have the pharmacy that you like. We'll move on to the next page here. Now this page here is where it refines your plan results. You'll notice right here in the top right hand corner, we have the zip code. Make sure your zip code's accurate. We're on original Medicare. We're not getting any subsidy for our prescription. And then it has created a code, so it currently has this saved, but it doesn't always keep it unless you tell it to. And this is where people typically start getting confused on the Medicare site. So at this point, pay attention, because there's a lot of information here that may or may not be valuable to you. If you want to refine your results, over here on the left-hand side, if you are just looking for just prescription drug only, so you have a Medicare supplement, you need just prescription drugs, you can go ahead and remove those 2 boxes and leave the box checked for prescription drug plans. That will only pull plans where you only have prescription coverage. There's some other options here that you can limit your deductible, limit your monthly premium. I tend to just leave those alone because I'll show you why here in a second. That may or may not factor in to which plan you pick. When I'm helping a client pick a plan, I want to see what all the options are so I can determine what the best option is, because the monthly premium or the deductible amount may not be the best plan for you. So we'll go ahead and we'll leave the prescription drug plans covered here. Go ahead and click continue to plan results right here, this little orange button in the middle of the page, and this will take us to our plan results page. And as we scroll down here, view plans by type, it has the prescription drug plans with original Medicare already selected for us. So we have original Medicare information here, which you can ignore because that doesn't really factor a whole lot into what we're looking for right now. We're looking for drug only. And then it pulls up and it says there are 44 plans in this zip code, which is the zip code I typed in earlier, that match our preference. So we have 44 options, but they may or may not be all good for us. And you'll notice it's currently sorted by the lowest estimated annual drug cost. Now when it's sorted by this, what this means is based on the prescription list that you have entered and the monthly premium, and your out-of-pocket should all be factored in to the estimated annual drug costs. So we're going to scroll down, and for the sample drugs that we typed in, Cigna happened to be the one that popped up at the top. It may or may not be the right one for you, so do your own calculations here. But the estimated annual drug costs, and there's these little question marks. If you click on that, it'll pop up another box with the glossary, so you can drop down and you can see what this actually means. And it says right here, this is an estimate of the average amount you might expect to pay each year for your prescription drug coverage. This estimate includes the following costs. It includes the premium, it includes the deductible, it includes the co-payment and co-insurance, and it includes the costs not covered by prescription drug insurance. So that's what I was talking about earlier when I was letting you know that you should not pick it based on the premium, because in this scenario here, I'm going to close this window. The premium for this plan, for example, we scroll back down to our plan options, the monthly premium is $60. Well, if you pick the plan based on the premium, say it was $25, these are all fairly expensive premiums. Here's one. They have a $36 plan, but if you notice the estimated annual cost is $4,900. If you scroll back up to the top one, even though the monthly premium is twice as much, the estimated annual cost is $4,000. So there's a $900 savings right there by you not focusing on this. This is the number that you need to pay attention to. This is the number that tells you what your total cost will be estimated out of your pocket over the course of the calendar year. Remember, these drug plans go from January 1st of each year to December 31st. The drug plans, all the deductibles, everything gets reset on January 1st because these plans do and have been changing, or they can change. So these are the costs that you need to pay attention to. So with this plan, it's estimated $4,077 for the entire year. Now, a few other things that you need to pay attention to besides the monthly premium, which is a factor but not the total factor. Here's the deductible and drug copay insurance. This plan does not have a deductible, so you get your drug copays right off the bat. And right here at the bottom, it shows what the copay range is. Over on the next couple columns here, go ahead and skip through. Another big factor that I look at is down here on this health plan rating. This plan is 3.5 stars out of 5. So that's up on the upper end. So that's a good plan. You scroll down, you'll see the CVS plan is 4 stars out of 5. The Humana Complete, that plan is 2.5 out of 5. So those are some things that you may want to factor in when you're making your decision. We don't always want to go with the absolute lowest cost, because if you're not getting the service that you're paying for, then what's the point? So we want to make sure we have a nice balance between the service and what we're getting out of our plan. So those are some things that you need to pay attention to on this page here. Sorry. What we're going to do now is we kind of like this Cigna plan here, so we're going to select that. The Advantra, we'll go ahead and select that because it's got a pretty good rating here. And we'll go ahead and we'll just select these top 3. You can pick up to 3 plans that you want to compare. So go ahead and check these boxes here on the left-hand side. And then we'll go back up top right here to this button under the heading that says Prescription Drug Plan, says Compare Plans. And what that's going to do is that's going to pull these 3 plans that we just checked those boxes for. Go ahead and click on that. And it's going to pull them into one nice little screen side by side. As this window pulls up, we'll scroll down a little bit and it gives you an overview of the costs and everything. This front page here is not the page that I tend to look at. What I tend to go directly to is the drug cost and the coverage tab right here on the side. So go ahead and click on that. It'll flip your page to the new page, and this is where the good details are that we tend to talk about when we're looking at what your experience is going to be potentially over the next year. Fixed cost. This includes your monthly drug premium. This is a known cost that you're going to have whether you use the plan or not. It's going to trigger this premium every month that you'll have to take care of. Annual drug deductible. If any of these plans had a deductible, it would show it here, but all 3 of these plans that we selected do not, and that's why it's showing 0. That means we get our co-pays or co-insurance right up front. If we scroll down just a tad bit farther, here's where you want to start paying attention again. Estimated annual drug cost. This is where it breaks down. It says if you enrolled as of the first of the year, January enrollment, here's what your cost is going to be for this plan. This one is estimating $4,300 for the year. This middle plan here was $4,000, just over $4,088. If you're enrolling midway into the year, it automatically calculates at this point, based on the prescriptions that you have as of today through the end of the year, here's what your costs are going to be. If you enrolled today, for this plan, the estimated amount for the rest of the year through December 31st will be $661. For the middle plan, it'd be $484. And remember, every year towards the end of the year, November and December, you can go back in and elect to make a change, so you can always change to a new plan if it fits your needs a little bit better than the plans that you have on. So you may want to pay attention to, if you're enrolling mid-year, what the enrollment cost today would be, because that would factor the remaining portion of this year. If you want to see what it costs to go through the mail order, a lot of times you can save money to go through the mail order. Most companies will send you a packet, but you can click on these links and it'll pull up a new window that shows here's what it would be through mail order, full year cost at the mail order pharmacy. And you'll notice some plans it makes it worthwhile, some it does not. Like for example, here on the Advantra, it's about $300 and almost $400 less for the year by going through mail order. With Cigna, it actually costs you a little bit more. Over here with the CVS, it's about $100 less, just about. So mail order can or may not be a good plan, but always look at your best option there. And if you scroll down, here's where it breaks down on a monthly basis. These are the costs. It breaks down your first month's cost right here, so you can compare between the three plans. The donut hole, this is the thing that's most people don't like, because once you reach this stage of the game, this is where you become responsible for 100% of the cost of the drugs. Now the several drugs that we put in here happen to put us in the donut hole fairly quickly. This isn't always the case. That's why I recommend putting in your own prescription list, because this will change based on that list that you put in there. This just happened to be, we put several name brand drugs in there, so it jumped us in there pretty quick because they were more expensive drugs. But you can see when that might hit, so you can plan out your year and know what your expenses could potentially be on a monthly basis. So these are the things that we calculate for our clients. This is the exact tool that we use before we decide which plan that they want to go with. So at this point, then you can make a decision. Now you have the information on what the plan could cost based on your prescription list. Obviously, if you get a new prescription throughout the year, then obviously the cost will be a little different. But we don't know until we get there with that type of stuff. So we have to make a best guess based on the information we have right now. And so this should equip you with the information on how to pick a plan, because there's a lot of agents out there that only have access to a couple plans, and they're going to try to put you in the plan that they make money on. This way you have the information at your fingertips, and so you're empowered and you can make sure you're getting in the best plan for your needs, because you always have to make sure that you have all the information available, which is what we try to help our clients have, so they can make a good decision, because you're the one that has to end up living with this plan for the next year, not us. So make sure you have all the information that you need to make a good decision, and don't let anybody pressure you into anything that's not good for you. And if you have any questions, we're always here to help. But this is the site, Medicare.gov. Right here, it's Medicare's site that you can go to. It's free 24 hours a day, straight from the U.S. government. And so they try to keep that updated and refresh that every year with the current information. So at that point, this is how you determine what your personal prescription drug list is, and which plan is best for you. So if you need anything further, we're always here to help, and we'll talk to you soon. Once again, this is Travis Ginsler with Beacon Point Insurance Group. Hope you enjoyed our educational video today. If you have any further questions or need any additional assistance, please give us a call at 816-254-6100 or visit us on the web at beaconpointinsurance.com. Have a great day.